labs. So we have 7 labs. Again, we're covering 5 research domains, which are artificial intelligence, digital experience, a lot of work on software engineering as well, and how we leverage artificial intelligence for software engineering. Cybersecurity, I mentioned that, and systems and platforms. What are the new platforms of the future that will leverage all these digital capabilities? So we talk about quantum computing. But I believe that there's going to be a next generation of infrastructure that's going to be amazing, like new FPGA, new GPU cards. There's going to be a revolution related to optical processor, as well as analog processor. So I think we haven't seen the beginning of it. I mean, our CTO, Paul Doherty, as a great way to conclude some of the technology vision presentation that we're doing. It's all about 3T. The first one is all about technology, and technology never stops, like innovation never stops. So people need to get on board with it, learn, be curious about it, and all these things. Number 2 is all about talent. You know, technology cannot work without talent, and we need to learn. We need to rethink about how we teach people technology, how we make them curious about it, how they adopt that for their own good. Very important. And the last one is all about trust. You know, and I would say maybe there's a 5-1 that's tech for good. Our lab has been running a program for now 2 years on how we leverage technology to serve the world and addressing the major concerns in the world, like hunger, like disabilities, and everything. I believe that, and I'm a very positive guy, that we need to look at technology from a positive side. Of course, there might be bad guys that will leverage it for doing the bad things, but I think we need to show more the example of the good things to educate people and see that technology is here for good. And then we need to adapt it in the best way possible, building trust with your customer and your partners.
Yeah, in a couple of years, look at like Facebook, where data is being used inappropriately. Do you think that's going to be a big concern? Should people be worried about that?
It's a huge concern. I mean, think about it. Just like if you look at half of 2018 already, during half of 2018, 3 billion of records of people on the internet have been compromised. Think about it. I mean, it's just like, it's almost like, I don't know how many people, I think there are like a few billion people. There's probably more than half of the people that are on the internet already. It's a huge number. So there's something that we need to do about it. Maybe we need to reinvent the internet. We need to think about something like this. But obviously, I mean, and you see the immediate effect on the Facebook issues. You know, like a lot of people have stopped their subscription. I mean, the platform has been struggling, and this is not the only platform. I mean, you see a lot of security breaches that have happened last year already. I mean, this is huge. You know, everything has been compromised. Whether it's we're talking about Intel chip also, like with the viruses that we've known that have been explained last year, but I mean many other stuff. So yes, that definitely need to be addressed. By the way, we have, as part of the lab, a different research domain that we're covering, and one major one is cybersecurity. In fact, we have 2 labs that are addressing cybersecurity. We have one in Herzliya, which is close to Tel Aviv in Israel, and then we have another one in Washington, D.C. Yeah. And so we believe this is very important. And not so much about, you know, the security as we thought about it like 10 years ago, which is more like software, pure software security on machines like laptops and everything. We really believe that it's IoT security, industrial security, because products are starting to be much more connected with each other. And I'm not talking about like retail product, like I don't know, like an Alexa or something like that. But I'm talking about turbines. I'm talking about all the AI you're going to bring into Industrial X.0, into the hospitals, into the ATM, into everywhere. And that needs basically to be looked at from an holistic view. What are we doing related to cybersecurity? This is big. Yeah, my view, and you look at our tech vision, we're not talking about cryptocurrency. Yeah. We're not even talking about blockchain, by the way. And I should, because so we have 7 labs. I have 1 lab that really specializes in blockchain. Yeah. It's in Sophia Antipolis, our France. But what we're looking in terms of blockchain, we're more looking at the distributed ledger capability.
Yeah, just the concept behind.
Yeah, and I think you know, let's talk about Industry X.0 again, because I think this is something that is also very important for the lab. If you think about when you're going to have to optimize supply chain, you're going to have, we're talking about ecosystem and partners, to be able to exchange, you know, data, exchange parts, or exchange media, whatever, in a secure way, encrypted way, with all the traceability that you need. And we can talk about pharmaceutical industry, we can talk about the food industry, we can talk about all those different industries. You will need to have a technology like distributed ledger. And this is something that we're seeing more and more. I have an example, DHL, well, I mean, they've been rethinking about the logistics of pharmaceutical industry to make sure that we have a traceability between the time that a drug, for example, is advertised online until when it's delivered to the final customer. Because you know, like, more than 30% of the drugs that is advertised online is counterfeit. So that means that people that are digesting this, they can be basically severely they can severely ill.
Yeah.